right, microchipping. Oh, God, don't even get me started on this. I just cannot fucking, I just can't fucking believe this shit. Do you know Delta Airlines wants to start using people's fingerprints as a way for you to get on the fucking plane? And do you know that most people won't have a problem with it? They're so fucking stupid. It's like, there's so many people out in the world. It's almost like, you know what, dude? Why don't you just become a fucking slave? Like, how much are you going to give to these people? How underpaid are politicians that they will not stand up to these people? These corporations, I swear to God, they're sitting there wasting all this fucking time with ISIS and all this other bullshit. These fucking corporations, the shit that they're doing to their own goddamn countrymen, which they really don't have because they're fucking global. They don't give a shit about anything, about just trying to make more fucking money. And, dude, they're going to start microchipping people? This Wisconsin company to implant microchips in employees. And like 5 people already agreed to it. They're going to take something foreign that's not natural to your body and they're going to stick it underneath your fucking skin. They're going to know where you are at all fucking times. And all these fucking adults, well, hey, you know, if you're not doing anything wrong, what's your fucking problem? Here's the fucking problem, okay? Just because you're a fucking dope doesn't mean the rest of the world is, okay? I think it's safe to say that me and everybody else listening to this thing for the most part was not as smart as fucking George Washington, right? Fair enough, okay? Well, here's the deal. If George Washington was microchipped and all his fucking buddies were microchipped, this fucking country wouldn't exist. Because they would have known where he was, they would have gone over there, and they would have fucking killed him, and that would have been the end of the fucking rebellion. So what you're doing is you're having faith that these fucking people at the top, who have not even remotely demonstrated on any fucking level at any point in history that they give a flying fuck about anybody other than themselves, you're gonna turn over that level of power. You're going to get fingerprinted by Delta fucking Airlines like you've committed some sort of a fucking crime. A fucking airline is going to have your fucking fingerprints? Who in the fuck did they think they are? Do you know when I went to buy my car, they asked for my thumbprint? I was like, I'm not giving my fucking fingerprints to you're a car dealership. They go, well, this is to protect you. No, it isn't, you douche. You're going to sell this to somebody. Is part of my profile. I think they're all sharing information about you, what you buy, where you live, what your social security number is, your fucking fingerprints. They're going to get it all the way down to your fucking DNA. I don't know. And these politicians will not push back on any level because the president makes $500,000 a year. That's the highest paid political office, is $500 fucking grand a year. And they need $100 million to get the job. I don't have $100 million. You don't have $100 million. Corporations do, and that's who they owe it to. So they just look the other fucking way. And what do? They sit there and they shit on fucking comedians, constantly going after. Do you hear what he said about Caitlyn Jenner? And they look the other way with pharmaceutical companies handing out fucking opiates like they're giving out flyers to some sort of jam band. And now we got this heroin fucking problem. They don't give a fuck. They don't say anything about it. Sorry, I know I'm fucking losing my shit here, but like what they've done to the food supply, what the fuck what the bankers have done, left all these people upside down in their own fucking houses, what they've done to the water supply, fracking, causing earthquakes in parts of the world that never had fucking earthquakes, fucking up the drinking water. You know, they got to send a fucking pipeline out of the fucking Native Americans' land. I mean, like we haven't done enough to those fucking people. You know, do you hear any politicians talking about that? Nah, nobody talks about that shit. But God for fucking bid, you do a fucking joke in a strip mall and they're fucking all over it. Then that becomes like some big goddamn story. This is fucking horrific, and it makes me happy that I'm 49 years of age. The fact that I think I'm going to maybe get to live half a fucking century without a fucking airline having my fingerprints and me walking around with the goddamn microchip. You know, I love that I lived 50 years before the fucking, oh, Jesus, she's up, huh? Mm-hmm. I love that I got to live 50 years before robots showed up. It's just greed and power, completely 100% out of control. And I hate like this is, I'm reading this. This is Eyewitness ABC News. So these guys are all bought and paid for. CNN's bought and paid for. Fox News is bought and paid for. They're all fucking bought and paid for because the same people I just brought up, they advertise on their fucking networks. So they have to watch what they say because they don't want to lose their ad money because that's how they get paid, right? So they always have like, oh, geez, this is a little unsettling. You know, when they always come back from it, when they show some fucking robot. You've ever seen that? You watch like the local news? Or they show somebody getting microchip, and they always come back to the anchors, and they kind of do that, ooh, that's kind of, and then they just move on to the next thing. But some fucking old lady who makes her own jam, like that's supposed to make you feel better at the end of the fucking newscast. Or some puppy that they thought was lost and fucking sniffed its way back to the station wagon 3 towns away, right? Whatever the fuck they leave you on. No, corporations are completely out of control. They've been out of control my entire life, and now it's reaching a level that it's like you're watching a bad sci-fi movie. I think it's fucking insane. Why the fuck do you need my fingerprints as a fucking airline? Who the fuck are you? You're not the FBI. You're not the government. You're a fucking airline. Your fingerprints. And this is the thing. People will do it. People will fucking do all of this so they don't have to stand in a line. They'll let them scan their fucking retina. They'll give them a fucking baby just so they can be pre-checked. That's all you got to do. You just hold a little cookie out, and the average fucking mouth-breathing fucking moron. But you know something? I swear to God, I mean, this is really cynical, but you walk around, and I swear to God, half the fucking people should be microchipped. You should know where these fucking idiots are. I'll never forget that guy galloping sideways on that Trump rally, screaming at all these stupid liberals, going, fuck political correctness, build the wall, as he's fucking galloping, like that was going to make his life better. Like that was what was holding him back. I swear to God, like, I don't give a fuck how dumb you are. You have to know as a white dude, if you were born in the United States of America, okay, you're not going to get a better starting block than that. All right? And if you can't figure out some sort of game, I mean, if you're going to fucking blame anybody, why are you going to look down? You got to go up. That's what's fucking you over. Democrats and Republicans fucking you over. I just don't get how people don't see that. But I'm like most people. I feel like my ideas are right and no one else has a good point. Unreal. This fucking car dealership. Can we get you a thumbprint? It's like, yeah, no, you guys sell cars. You understand that? You guys lie for a living. Other salesmen who lie for a living turn the other way. Turn the other way when they see a car salesman. You're like the bottom of the barrel fucking salesman. I'm going to give you my fingerprint. You know why they say they wanted my fingerprint? They go, just in case somebody comes in and is an imposter and pretends that they're you and tries to buy a car. And I just looked at the guy and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my chances on that. And the guy literally goes, and this is what killed me. He goes, you're the first person we've ever have say no to that. Now, I hope he's just being a car salesman and he was lying to me and that was his last-ditch effort to try to convince me. But the other part is he's actually telling the truth. It's just like, then what happens is what this is how they do it, is most people are dopes, so they don't think. And then what happens is it becomes a herd mentality. And all they got to do is get most of the herd to start running over the fucking cliff. And you have to do it too, because if you don't, then you're just going to be fucking sitting there all by yourself. Like, hey, I'm not going to have a cell phone. Hey, I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have that. And then your life, the way you're going to lead it, becomes extremely limited. And next thing you know, you're fucking half naked walking around your backyard trying to like trap squirrels so you can eat that day, because you're not doing what everybody else is doing. And it's just, You know what's going to be the worst is when they try to convince people to do it, right? There's going to be some politician getting it with that fucking smile on his face where he's like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. I have to do this so I can go on the post-president fucking, $70 million speaking tour where I go out and I give speeches to the same fucking people that put me into office. Like the hero of all hero presidents, Obama is about to do. That motherfucker has $69 million worth of gigs on the books coming up. I will never for the life of me understand why that guy, liberals look at that guy like he fucking did something for him. I will never get that. It's like that guy had his face in the pig trough just like everybody else. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think it's because he's sandwiched between two of the worst public speakers of all time, Bush and fucking Trump. You know what I mean? I think if he came after Clinton, where Clinton wasn't the greatest, but he I don't know. The women fucking loved him. I will never get that either. How much women love that fucking big fucking baby Huey looking goofball. Jesus, Bill, are there any presidents that you liked? Yeah, I didn't mind the first George Bush. Fucking war hero, and I liked Jimmy Carter.